Right, so the next episode in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is Panic in the Sewer. And it's basically where Splinter becomes more strict towards the Turtles after their loss against Shredder. And the Turtles are kind of just tired because they feel they're pushed to do work for him. Well, I meant training. Like, he's pushing them to do too much of training where they just get tired of it. And even early on in this episode, Splinter has a nightmare of the Turtles are looking for Shredder, but then Shredder comes out and basically kills all the Turtles not like a brutal way, just like a nightmare way. Where we literally see a scene where Shredder is just punching to Raphael to death by just punching him nonstop, and then Raph is just pushed into the cloud, and then Leo's just no, and then he turns around and gasps, and then Shredder cuts him down, and then Splinter wakes up, and that's where Splinter becomes just more strict, and they're doing training, and then when they finally get a little break and they decide to go out on patrol, Splinter's just you will not go on patrol. But then later they do in the episode. And that's where we see our first scene with Dog Pound / Chris Bradford. So if you don't know the last episode, Chris Bradford and Sever got splashed by mutagen, and now they're Fishface and Dog Pound, and they're like that for the rest of the season. And Fishface is like that for the rest of the show, and if you don't know, Dog Pound gets double mutated later in season 2, and he becomes Razar. So I thought Dog Pound's design is really cool. It's creative, because Chris Bradford got bit by his dog for some reason last episode, and that's why he looks like that. So it's kind of cool the way they do the mutagen. If you're made in contact with a certain animal, you get turned into that mutant. And just like the pulverizer, we'll talk later as weeks go on, the pulverizer, when he gets mutated, he becomes just a giant blob. So it's interesting how they do mutagen in this episode in a way. And the Turtles do try to fight Dog Pound, but it doesn't go well. Even their ninja smoke bombs aren't working correctly. And then they finally get back to the lair when one of them actually does work. And then there's also this subplot when they get back to the lair where Mikey has a goal of water ballooning all the Turtles. He gets Raph, he gets Donnie, and then at the end he gets Leo. And then the Turtles also get go-karts. And Donnie says they're not, but they are. And they have to ride it. And they made a toy out of this. I have one of the go-karts. I didn't get the one for Raph and Mikey. It would have been cool, because it would have been cool to just put all your turtle toys onto that thing and then use it as an actual vehicle. And then they all separate apart. That's what's so cool about that go-kart. It's basically detach, attach, kind of like a toy. And so, as this is all going on, Shredder's big plan is to expose where the Turtles are. And Dog Pound, I think he kidnaps April, and then he uses a truck, and he's gonna use this chemical truck to explode the lair, and then the Turtles go out of hiding to use the go-karts to take down Dog Pound, and basically Mikey uses the water balloon to explode the truck, and then Dog Pound is defeated, and they rescue April, and then Leo does get hit when Mikey is just referring to himself as Dr. Frankenstein. And then I like the end part where Shredder's just they defeated you with go-karts and a water balloon. And then Dog Pound is just embarrassed by what has happened. And so the episode ends with the Turtles tackling Mikey, and that's basically the episode. So I liked Panic in the Sewer. It's a nice follow-up to the last episode. They keep the story going, so that's a nice change of pace It's a nice pace, basically. Going straight into the Foot Clan stuff. And definitely fun to watch of an episode. So, yes. Thanks for watching, and Turtle Power.